Hi, and welcome back to this section on using server-sent events. So in this section, we're going to take a look at server-sent events. We'll have a look at their characteristics and some usage scenarios. Then we'll be implementing and sending simple server-sent events on the server side using JAX-RS. Next up, we'll implement server-sent events on the client side using JAX-RS and HTML. And finally, we'll have a look at sending and receiving server-sent broadcast events to implement something like a simple HTML chat client. So a lot of content to cover, let's get started. What are server-sent events? So in this video, we're going to take a look at server-sent events, what they are, and some usage scenarios. We'll also have a look at some differences to other related technologies like WebSockets, polling and long polling. So what are server-sent events exactly? They are a very simple HTTP-based API dedicated to push communication. And currently, server-sent events are implemented in most of the recent browsers, like Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and Opera. Unfortunately, server-sent events are currently not implemented in Internet Explorer or Edge. So server-sent events allow you to send simple text data from the server to the client. And one important thing, server-sent events are a one-way communication. Now you might think, hey, well, I've used polling or long polling in the past. Well, and they kind of do the same. The main difference is that with polling and long polling, it is the client that occasionally tries to load new data. And with server-sent events, it's not the client polling, it's always the server pushing data to the client. Maybe you've heard of WebSockets before. But WebSockets are a totally different thing. First up, they are TCP-based, and they provide a full duplex communication link between the client and the server. So using a WebSocket, the client can always send data to the server, and the server can always send data to the client. Now, server-sent events, you can think of an event stream of really simple text data. The text data must be encoded using UTF-8. And what you can do is, well, you can simple messages. You can encode the messages, maybe as JSON, or you can only send messages that are plain string, or maybe a long, so primitive data. And the event stream, they're always separated by a pair of new line characters. So remember, server-sent events are a simple push communication mechanism, and you can send an event stream from the server to the client without the client needing to polling.